people choosing the projects that their communities need. The Minister of Communes, Angel Prado, informed that there are more than 36,000 projects nominated for this Sunday's voting, where more than 5,000 will be elected. The remaining projects will also have the opportunity to be developed. All the proposals to be voted this Sunday were discussed by the communities themselves in open assemblies. The more than 1,100 parishes in the Bolivarian nation will go to the 5,245 electoral centers to cast their votes on these community-driven initiatives. This Sunday, Venezuelans vote in the first national public consultation of 2025, where Venezuelans choose the projects on which the public budget will be used, giving more voice to the people's power. Let's go live with our correspondent Belén de los Santos in Caracas for all the details. Hello, Belén. Welcome to From the South.
Hello, Luis. Exactly. So, as you were saying, an important day for democracy in Venezuela in this project of a participative and protagonist democracy that the Bolivarian Revolution is carrying along. So, as you were saying, this is the first public consultation that is being underway here in the whole Venezuelan territory. And this is a particular kind of election because Venezuelans, as you were saying, are heading to the polls, specifically in over 5,000 communes and communal circuits. But today, they are not choosing representatives, they're not choosing authorities. They are actually choosing which projects, which communal projects are going to be financed, prioritized in the coming months, which will be receiving the necessary funds to be carrying along. So this is a project, these public consultations have been a tool of participative democracy in the sense that the people are able not only to decide on their fate through the election of representatives, but also to directly decide on their needs. So the process has been underway with assemblies, for example, in every commune or communal circuit in which the neighbors have come together to discuss the different issues, the main issues that affect each community, and they are deciding, okay, with this funding, what are we going to do? So they are bringing to the table through a process of assemblies different communal projects, and today all the neighbors from these communes and communal circuits, you can see them right behind me, they are coming to vote and they are actually voting on those projects. So we are here in particular in the Giant of the Homeland building that is part of the communal circuit number 2 in Caracas. We are right in front of the Fine Arts Museum and the Fine Arts Square, a very important place of Caracas Center. And in this circuit, we were just talking to some of the leaders. And for example, one of the main projects that will be voted on is the continuation of a project of recovery for the buildings and communal spaces in this community. So the leaders were the neighbors were just telling us that this communal circuit in particular, for example, is of course in downtown Caracas, so it's mainly composed of different buildings, large buildings that are in some cases decades old, and so they need a lot of maintenance, and that maintenance, because it's not just simple housing, it's expensive. So they are deciding to allocate these resources to the recovery of these spaces. That is one of the things that they're voting on today. And also, just so you know, this is not a project that is beginning right now, but actually this is the third public consultation since 2024, and this particular communal circuit already voted on a similar project, and already 9 buildings have been recovered with the infrastructure repairments in the last consultations, with the execution of the last budget. So what they are voting on right now is the possibility to continue that project, because of course there are still a lot of things to get done. So they are very just eager to see if this funding will be allocated to that. And also that is just one of the projects. There are also some projects to recover a square that is just here a few blocks away. Also, some of the neighbors were proposing the budget go to external lighting. So as you can see, these are different projects that the community is voting on. They have proposed them themselves, just thinking about what is their priority. And today, those same neighbors from this communal circuit are deciding which projects will be a priority for the coming months. And of course, the goal is that all these projects will be targeted in due time.
You've been there since very early. I know you had a chance to talk with people. What is the feeling of the people? Do they feel like their voice has an impact on the projects that they are voting for?
Exactly. So we've been here from very early, but we've been also just going through different territories and communes throughout the week. We've been seeing the footage in the different from the south emissions, and really there's one common experience both in communes, in communal circuits, both in Caracas and also in rural areas, and that is that the neighbors feel heard, because this is just a practice that is very unusual in different countries, the possibility that they can go and vote directly on the projects that they have decided. So one of the phrases that they have been repeating, of course, is that no one really knows better than them what the problems are, what things need to be targeted, and what is the best solutions also to bring to the table. And that is what this tool is trying to achieve. The idea that, of course, this is coordinated through state entities. It is an initiative of the national government, but the initiative is focusing on the idea that it's the neighbors from these communal circuits in particular that know what they need, and this is the way of allocating the funding in an efficient way.
Let's go now live to Caracas with our correspondent Belen Los Santos for all the details of what is happening this important voting day in Caracas. Hello, Belen, welcome back.
Hello, Luis, once again. So exactly as you were saying, this public consultation is underway. That is the first one for this year, but the third one in total. As we were just mentioning, this is a process, a participative process in which the people, as we can see right behind me, are heading to the polls not to choose representatives, but to choose which projects for their communities, which of them are going to be financed first. Even though, as you were just mentioning as well, there's also the possibility, as the months develop, that the other projects are financed as well. We are talking about communal projects that the neighbors themselves gathered in assembly and are choosing to really decide which are the main topics to address first, to prioritize. The San Juan parish in western Caracas. This is the commune Dream of Chavez. And let me tell you something about the commune, as the neighbors are gathering right behind me to vote, and they continue to vote. They have been doing so since 8 a.m. The last consultation, one of the ones that were carried in 2024, the project that was voted was actually a proposal to recover a space that was unused and make it better so that so that a drugstore can continue and can begin to work there. This is one of the issues that the neighbors brought to the table, as this is a parish with a lot of elderly people among the population, and they were telling us that, of course, there are many drugstores also and state subsidized drugstores in the avenues nearby, but not so many close by to where we are just standing. So through this project that was voted last year, this space was recovered, and now the drugstore is about to begin. They're waiting agreements just to make it functional, but it's fully recovered and the neighbors are waiting. So in just a couple of weeks, we will have a new drugstore financed by the commune, chosen by the neighbors here in the San Juan parish. So that is just one of the examples to see what this public consultation is really about. And as we were just saying, also we've been touring and visiting different neighborhood, different communes and communal circuits, not only here in Caracas, but also outside. And actually, we've been to the state of Miranda, and we visited the Ña Plácida commune with some very, very important and interesting projects. So let's see more of that material. In Quebrada de Cuba, located within the Valles del Tuy region in the Miranda state of Venezuela, is the Ña Plácida rural commune, described by its inhabitants as the spearhead of popular organization in the region, as its residents have been working for years on collective solutions to improve the community's daily life. Like this, they arrived to the first public consultation of 2025 with the enthusiasm to continue promoting their strategic projects.
We arrive here, as with all our previous consultations, with a lot of optimism, of hope, and above all, with a lot of determination to win in order to satisfy specific needs.
One of the main issues faced in the area was the water supply. The implementation of the project resulted from the first public consultation of 2024 has not only provided an efficient solution to this problem, but has also strengthened the unity of the community's neighbors.
The self-management and self-government methods are so important to improve the quality of life of our inhabitants. The Ña Plácida commune had already been without potable water supply through pipes for many years. And we even managed to make 3 extra houses to benefit from this project.
The elderly, children, women, men, all participated. What impacted me as coordinator the most, as well as my fellow community members, was the union, because this had not been achieved in any of the 30 communities of Quebrada de Cuba that an entire community went out to execute a project.
In Ña Plácida, when a conflict is approached creatively, it can even become a benefit for the community. This is the idea behind another of the emblematic projects of this commune, which has found in recycling not only a way to eliminate garbage dumps, but also an engine for change in the future.
We must make people see, from the youngest to the oldest, that garbage is not a problem, garbage is a means of production. Nowadays we are much more prepared in terms of waste sorting, which is the most important thing in recycling, and the benefits that each recycled product brings.
Emily and I are the ones who drive the garbage trucks on the pickup route every day. That's not an easy feat, but it has been achieved here.
From the provision of basic services to the promotion of culture as a means of transformation. Through collective action, the commune members of Quebrada de Cuba have found a way to build effective responses on a daily basis, convinced that they are on the right path.
Everything we propose here in the commune is being achieved. And it will go on like that, because we will not stop pursuing that goal.
And this is the way, hand in hand with the people's power.
Belén de los Santos, Denis Sarabí, for teleSUR, Quebrada de Cuba, Venezuela.
Really inspiring all the work that is being carried out by the communities in Venezuela from all sectors and from different generations that we were seeing in that work, Belén. Is this what this all is all about, like a day-to-day communities banding together to move forward their country and their economy and their way of life?
Exactly. So as we were just seeing, it was a very inspiring experience. And this is just a little bit of what is happening here and a little bit of what we hear from in the different communities. So the example in Ña Plácida was really inspiring. They're working, as we were saying, in recycling, for example, that really go above and beyond the basic necessities while they're still gathering solutions and thinking up strategies to tackle the most necessary topics such as water access, for example. And that is what is happening here. And the most important thing, not only that the neighbors themselves are the ones that are bringing the proposals and addressing the issues, but also that it's the communes and the ones who are in charge of executing and drawing up the solutions and the problems that they are facing. So it's really a communal effort. So that is what is happening here. We will continue to be live with you reporting from Venezuela.
Thank you, Belen, for the updated information. We'll stay tuned in upcoming news brief to have